Today we're taking a look at Ethereum Classic cryptocurrency analysis and prediction. Welcome back to Crypto Cash, your one-stop shop for cryptocurrency analysis. Before we take a look at Ethereum Classic, please consider subscribing to get notified, just so you're notified of anything that's going to be released in the future here. This does give you a head start so you can effectively plan out your trades and make an informed decision. I do have years of trading experience, and my goal here is to share my knowledge with the cryptoverse. Thank you very much for joining in. I always like to start off with the fundamentals, then dive deeper into the technical data. I also always provide you with action plans for the future, so you know what I would do in each scenario as a day trader and swing trader alike. So please be sure to stick around to the end for my recommendations. Also note, this is not financial advice. This video is designed for educational purposes only. Now let's get started with the fundamentals. Ethereum Classic's main function is a smart contract network. It has the ability to host and support decentralized application, also known as dApps. The max supply is 210 million. Circulating supply is 55% of its total. Today's high is $46.47. Today's low was $25.56. It's an overall daily change of 56%. Now, I've gotten a lot of requests to cover this coin recently, so thank you very much to my subscribers for the recommendation. I promise to get to all of my other requests very, very soon. Now, in regard to the price, it's changed dramatically in the past 4 hours. It blew past the previous all-time high of $20.80. Now, it appears sky's the limit for Ethereum Classic. However, there is a slight sell-off occurring right now as the price is trying to find its true value. This happens over time in the cryptoverse, so just please understand that when the price spikes up, it may not be the best time to jump right in. Always wait for the dust to settle, if that makes sense. Current resistance level is $46.47. Potential support is $32.96, and a stronger support level is $29.38. And now for the technical analysis. For my day traders out there, as you can see on the 15-minute chart, Ethereum Classic has been making higher highs over the past 24 hours. On the 50-day moving average, you can see it was acting as a strong support level. The same can be said for the 100-day moving average prior to that. Also, the VWAP is working as a strong support level as well with the medium variance. Just bear in mind the VWAP is getting tested, so let's see how it reacts to the price movement before taking entry first. Here's my action plan as a day trader in today's climate. I would first wait for the VWAP to be tested before taking a long position. If it gets tested and stays above, I would then go in approximately 25%. The reason I wouldn't go all in, or just say 50% or higher, is because the resistance level of 46, 47, it was tested recently, obviously, so it does concern me a little bit. And obviously with the momentum, the way things are right now, it's safe to presume that the price might continue to sell off. Regardless, if the price does increase and bounces off the resistance level, then I would sell and take my profits. If it jumps above, however, and holds for just say 2 15-minute green bars, and the RSI isn't over 70, then I would probably add a little bit to my position, maybe 25 to 50% more, and see where it goes. Now, if I get the indication the price is going to go down, then I would pay close attention to the support level established by the VWAP, and also the potential support level of $32.96. Now, once this is identified, I would look at the RSI and see if it's considered overbought. Typically, anything under 45 is a good entry point. I'd also remember to see if the MACD is trending downward and losing momentum. If so, this would be a perfect storm for a short position. I would also remember to average down by selling small portions of my total so I can take profits whenever possible in case the price corrects itself. For my swing traders out there, taking a look at the 4-hour chart, I want to note that the moving averages don't have any effect and won't for some time until they catch up with the price hike. So that said, let's look at the relevant indicators instead. First things first is the RSI. I just want to note that it is overbought at approximately 80. This is not a great indicator to go long because I do prefer anything under 70 personally. Also, the MACD is trending upwards, so this is a positive technical sign. However, be mindful the momentum could shift depending on what happens with the resistance and support levels soon. The sentiment is still very bullish, so the best thing to do in situations like these is to use a smaller time frame. Anytime the price hikes up like this, I always like to stress the importance of not buying into the hype. Okay, so don't feed into it and consider using the 5 or 15-minute charts instead, because obviously The further out you are in perspective with a larger time frame, the less likely you are to understand the intricacies of what's actually happening in the minute to minute charts, if you will. Okay. So that said, we probably want to use the VWAP instead and see how the support and resistance lines are getting tested. And we'll go ahead and look at that a little bit further in my next example. So here's what I'd plan to do if I were to swing trade Ethereum Classic today. If I was feeling bearish, I would wait until after the RSI is overextended in the 80s and the price hits the actual resistance level and bounces off and holds for at least two 15-minute red bars. Once I get the indication of a sell signal, I would only put in about 20% of my trade position until I keep getting confirmation it's moving down. Something you'll learn about me and over time if you aren't a current subscriber is that I like to short in small positions. In other words, I always add 20% to my short positions as I get closer to my goal, and then of course sell 20% at a time as I get that much closer. So this just ensures that I'm profitable. I've been burned so many times that I like to mitigate my losses, and to me, taking smaller entry points just seems to work very well. Perhaps you could try it and let me know your thoughts if that is something that's going to be helpful for you. Again, patience is key as a trader. Try not to get hyped up and jump all in. Now for a long position here, what I would do is I would wait for the VWAP on the 15-minute chart to get tested at least 2 times, maybe even 3 times. And I say this because I want to ensure the price is staying consistent. When the price jumps up like it did recently, it's very, very likely that it's going to jump around a lot faster and more violently in different directions. And if you don't wait for the price to be actually confirmed and you get those confirmations, then it's going to be difficult to really understand where it's heading. Okay, so I would only recommend taking a small position, maybe just say 20% as an initial entry until after the VWAP bounces upwards and closes within just say 2 to 3 green bars. I say 2 to 3 because again, the price action is so severe, you want to wait longer for confirmation. The next thing I would want to wait for is the resistance level of 46, 47 to be tested. And you guessed it, before I take a position, I would wait for the confirmation before adding to my position. So see if it jumps above and see if it holds. And it must hold for, again, 2 15-minute green bars. Now, if I do get that good confirmation, I would go in approximately 50% and then start taking my profits as I get closer to my goal. Don't forget this as well. Always go into a trade with a goal in mind. In other words, I want to hit X%. Me, in situations like these, when I have good confirmation, it's usually 5 to 10. So 5 to 10% growth. Now that's very lofty, don't get me wrong. It's the best case scenario. Typically, I would shoot for anywhere between 1 to 3, 1 to 5% as a goal, so that way you can get in and get out quickly. Again, swing trading, you might have a larger goal set versus day trading, but no matter how you look at it, you want to be careful. You want to set a goal before you get in, because that's the only truly true way to kind of steel yourself and make sure that you don't make just terrible, brash decisions. Okay, don't act on emotion, act on logic, use the numbers, use the confirmations that we have here. Only time you ever go all in is if you're holding on for dear life or just essentially a very long swing trade position, anything between 15 to 30 days or longer. Now, I can't stress this enough. Stick to your targets, okay? Shoot for a goal, stick to it. If you don't make it, that's okay. Get out and take your profit, even take a small loss. That is also all right. The key is to minimize your loss, maximize your gains, and if you gain a small percent every single day, that's going to turn out to be a lot of money eventually. Okay, so that's the key. Get out and take your profit. The key to being a profitable trader is literally to survive to trade another day. Now, if you do find benefit from this content, I just ask you kindly like and subscribe. Let me know if I can be of assistance moving forward. If there's anything else I can do to improve your experience, you can contact me on Telegram, Instagram, or Twitter. Links in the description below. And again, please feel free to reach out. Let me know what other stocks you'd like for me to analyze, or let me know what other type of currency you'd like for me to analyze, and we can go ahead and help you out there. So thanks again for watching. We'll go ahead and see you again soon. Really appreciate your time.